Hey kids, it's the Mr. Fly here. How you doing? Been a while, hasn't it? Something a little bit different for you this time. Not the usual vlog type video, but I thought I'd do a few experiment type shots with different camera angles and see how that works out. So this is the first one, an angle I've seen other vloggers use quite a lot actually, and I think it looks really good. The lower front fork showing the thing really doing its work. This is actually really quite a slow road, a 30 mile an hour one. And even on here, as you can see, the fork is doing quite a lot of work. It feels really smooth when you're on the bike, so it's surprising that even at those sort of slow speeds they really are earning their money, so to speak. However, get her onto a bit of a faster road, and this next clip here is a bit faster, and you can see that it really does start to earn its money. As you hit one or two bumps, you really get to sort of understand what the experts mean when they talk about compression and rebound. And you get to maybe have a bit more of an understanding as to why it's so important to have your suspension properly set up and why expensive suspension is worth the money. As I say, I like this shot, and I could just sit and watch that for some time. So let's just do that for a moment. In fact, in a second I'm coming up to a left-hand corner, and you'll see as we pull round, I accelerate away, and you can sort of see the fork opening up a bit as I accelerate. Just if you watch it now. As I pull away, see, the fork's opening up as you'd expect under acceleration. This particular shot is the camera is just mounted on my crash bars. I've got a cable tie holding it securely, so if it did fall off it wouldn't go very far, and then just some masking tape to kind of hold it a bit more secure. I was worried that it was going to be a really bumpy, wriggly shot, but when you look, you know, this road's quite bumpy. The roads of Buckinghamshire aren't known for their smoothness. But the actual shot itself is quite steady, so I'm quite pleased with how that's worked out. Really see the suspension doing its thing there. So that's pretty much it for that. That was the first angle. I've only got another two more coming. You'll be glad to know. But yeah, that was probably the most successful. This next one. Again, I've seen similar shots like this before. This is with the camera actually on a suction mount on the mirror, and again I was afraid this was going to really flap around, but actually it's quite stable, so quite pleased with how that's come out. I think this one works best when you're going around corners and so on, because it's attached to the end of the handlebar. You get a sort of a panoramic sweep, so to speak. As I go around this little roundabout here, you'll see it's not, well, you don't get much of a view, but I quite like that angle as it goes round. So there we are, and then this next bit is a graphic example why you should always cable tie your camera to your bike if you're going to do this. At this point I didn't do it on this particular shot because I didn't think the suction mount would fail, and this is what happens. Oops, and I didn't touch the camera, it just fell off at that point. Thank goodness I happened to be stopped. Anyway, no damage done, quick wipe of the lens, and all was well. Okay, this is the final angle now. It doesn't look too much different to the other one, I know, but it's a little bit higher up, slightly different angle. But unfortunately the sort of airflow defeated this bit as I get speed up if you just listen into this one. Wind noise gets too much. Anyway, that's it. I'll speak to you again soon. Look after yourselves, ride safe. This has been the Mr. Fly. Cheerio.